Hey everyone, Namaste. Welcome back to Curries to Cakes. Today I'm going to show you how to make this lachha paratha. Lachha paratha is nothing but a layered paratha. It has got many layers in it and there is no rocket science in it. It's just simple and easy to make. Just follow the technique. And while making this, you will remember your childhood days, your arts and craft class. This lachha paratha is filled with goodness. I'm not making it with maida. It's made with whole wheat flour, so it's on the healthier side. So without any further ado, let's begin with the recipe. Into a bowl, add 2 cups of whole wheat flour. To this, add half a teaspoon of salt. Now add 1 teaspoon of carom seeds. This is ajwain. Just rub it in between your palms to release the flavor and then add it. Now this is desi ghee. You need to add around 4 teaspoons. Now mix this well. You need to just coat all the flour with fat so that it inhibits the gluten formation and the paratha stays soft. Now add water gradually and form a dough. Water I have taken 1 cup, but let's see how much this flour utilizes to form a dough. Always add water gradually, do not add all at once. So I have used all the water, that is 1 cup. For you, it may take lesser or more water depending upon the climatic conditions and the type of flour. That is, it might be a whole wheat flour, but even then how it is milled, that makes the difference. If it's a stone milled flour, then it takes a lot of water, that is, it absorbs a lot of water. So always keep an eye. You need to make a soft dough. Now knead the dough for about 2 to 3 minutes. You can also transfer the dough onto the work surface and knead it. Knead it for a complete 2 to 3 minutes. 3 minutes is good. Once it's nicely kneaded, add some ghee and apply it all over the dough so that it doesn't dry out while resting. Now it's important to rest the dough so that it stretches properly. Now cover this with the same bowl or a damp cloth and leave it aside for about 10 to 15 minutes. It kind of ferments a little bit. Now gently knead it for a minute to make it smooth. So it's a very soft dough. Now roll this into a log and divide it into equal portions. So I am dividing it into 5. The portions of the dough should be a little bigger than the regular chapati or roti because this paratha will be a little fat. Now take 1 chunk of dough and start rolling it using a rolling pin. You can apply some dry flour to roll it. Roll it as thin as possible. See the thickness, I have rolled it very thin. Now apply a layer of ghee. So brush it properly. You can even apply the ghee with your fingers. Now using a sieve, dust some flour all over. So if you are using a sieve, then the flour will get distributed evenly. Now start pleating the dough as shown in the video. I think you have made a paper fan in your arts and craft class, remember? So this is just like that. Just pleat it as shown. I think everybody knows this. So gently do it. You don't have to press each pleat, just keep on forming it. If you like this video and if you're new to this channel, then please consider subscribing and hit the bell icon beside so that you don't miss a video from me. Also don't forget to check the description box below for the list of ingredients and measurements. Just pleat it as shown. Once done, now roll the dough like this. Now the end of the dough, you need to just pull it slightly and secure it underneath. Just gently press it, do not apply too much pressure. Now repeat the same process and similarly make all these rolls and keep them ready. You need to cover it and allow it to rest for about 10 minutes before you start making the paratha. Once it's nicely rested, take 1 roll of dough and gently spread it with your fingers. You can use rolling pin, but that applies a lot more pressure, and the layers kind of get stuck to each other, and it doesn't become layery later. So it's good to spread it with your fingers. Otherwise, halfway through you can spread it with your fingers and then you can use the rolling pin. And also, while using the rolling pin, do not apply too much pressure. You can use some dry flour if needed to roll the dough. Now it should be a little thicker than roti or chapati. So this is the thickness I am looking for. Now gently transfer this onto the tawa. The tawa should be of medium hot. The tawa shouldn't be too hot, keep this in mind. Otherwise your lachha paratha will not cook through. Once it has cooked on one side, gently flip it and cook on the other side. As you can see, the brown spots coming already. Do not apply oil or ghee in the beginning because it takes too much time to cook. So once it's almost done, you need to apply oil or ghee, so not now. Once the brown spots have started appearing, gently press the paratha with the spatula so that the paratha gets cooked all the way inside. So once it's almost done, you need to apply oil or ghee. So throughout you need to cook on medium heat only. Do not get tempted to increase the flame to high. And lachha paratha takes a little longer time than chapati or roti. So it might take around 3 to 4 minutes for it to cook completely. For some reason I am unable to cook this on the induction stove. I don't know what happened. Actually the tawa is uneven, I think. Yeah, it's uneven and it's shaking here and there. So it's not cooking through. So I'm just showing you one paratha how to cook, and then I have cooked the rest of the parathas on the stove on flame, medium flame of course. So this is how it is. Once it's done, transfer it onto a serving plate. Now apply some ghee for that extra shine. Yeah, this lachha paratha takes a lot of ghee. Now it's hot, so be careful. Gently crush it so that all the layers will open up. Look at those layers. Nice. Now serve this with some dal or any curry of your choice. So dal makhani or dal bukhara will go absolutely delicious with this lachha paratha. It's very layery and it's even on the healthier side because we didn't use maida for it. We have used whole wheat flour. So do make this at home and let me know how it turned out for you. So that's it for today and thank you so much for watching.